Hello, my sweets. Welcome back. Today we'll be making celery and carrot powder. So I begin by giving the celery a good wash. Now you can remove it stalk by stalk and wash it, but I find it so easy to cut when it's all together like this. So I found a way of washing it beautifully. So I spray it inside out with some vinegar, and then using my thumb I would move the stalk away and wash it one by one until everything is well washed. Celery is one vegetable that to me is very underrated. I mean, it tastes super delicious in your juices, and the flavor it adds to your meals are out of this world. That is why I make sure that it is one very important ingredient in my seasoning, especially my homemade seasoning and my sweet chili all-purpose seasoning. I'll then transfer it onto our cutting board, and I'll cut and get rid of the tips, okay? They're a bit dry, so I cut it right off, get rid of it, and then I cut the rest. Cut it as thin as possible, because the thinner you cut it, the faster it will dry out, okay? Today's special tools goes to Ya Baby, Loranda, and Chip Chippin from Maryland. Thank you for always watching and engaging in my videos. Now that everything is nicely cut, we'll set it aside and prep our dehydrator. So here I have parchment paper. I'm going to fold it first into a square and then a triangle, and then I will place it on the tray of the dehydrator. Cut the pointy tip to fit the circle in the middle, and then I'll cut the other side so that it'll fit perfectly in the dehydrator. If you have a liner, then you don't have to do this. You can place it directly on the dehydrator, but it may go through it. But this is easy and quick for me. Once everything is been placed in the trays, we'll cover it, and we're going to be dehydrating this for about 16 hours. I like to do this in the evening so that by the time we wake up in the morning, it'll be ready. And I set it at 130 degrees Fahrenheit and allow it do its thing. And then we'll do the same with our carrots. We will wash, but this time we have to peel it, okay? And we'll follow the same process as we did the celery. Only with the carrots, I will be using a slicer to slice it. Just giving you another choice, but you can definitely use a knife. I would like to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all that voted for me to win the Food Influencer of the Year award. I know this year I didn't share it, but you guys still showed up. I love you all. Thank you so much. Our carrots is all set, so we'll cover it and set it to dehydrate. As I said, it'll be the same temperatures, okay, and 16 hours. Look at our celery, completely dried up. So we'll transfer it into a blender and blend it until it is nice and smooth. Now, the more celery that goes in the blender, the finer it will blend. Usually I find that if you don't have a lot in the grinder or blender, it doesn't blend as smooth as you would want it to be. So once you're done blending it, you can sift it out and then transfer the bigger chunks into a coffee grinder and grind it to your preferred smoothness. But once done, if the way it is perfect for you, then you are set. Okay, so here I am transferring it into a coffee grinder and we'll grind everything. And you can still put it through a strainer to get out the finer chunks, and then keep blending until you do not have anymore. Here we have our carrots. It is also beautifully dried up. I mean, the amount of carrots, or should I say vegetables, you put in a dehydrator, and the amount you get in the end at times seems so crazy. But these slices of carrots can actually be rehydrated and it'll get nice and fat. But we will be using this for our seasoning, as I said. I like to store these in my freezer because it lasts longer and maintains a beautiful pure color. You can store it in your pantry, but be warned that the color may change a little. It doesn't take away from the taste, just a color change. Here I share a comparison of what I made 2 years ago and what I made a week ago. The difference in color is scary, but trust me, it is still good. I just did this, kept it in the pantry so that I can share with you all what they look like after a while. It is not expired, it is not spoiled, it still have an amazing flavor and smell, so do not get rid of it. So now we are set to make our homemade seasoning. I have already made my tomato powder. Have you? If not, get started so we can do this together. If you've enjoyed me until now, I do want to thank you so very much. Why not let me know where you're watching from, and I'll give you a special too in our next recipe. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini uchemi sweet mahabotu. Bye, y'all. Tap Send is a money transferring company that I have the opportunity to be working with. Downloading their app today and using our short code Sweet Team will get you started on your holiday shopping. And guess what? You get a $15 bonus when you transfer your first 50. So yeah, get something you've been wanting forever with this free money.